Hi everyone, it's Simon from High Playing Games with a review of Melbits World on PlayStation 4. This is a Playlink title, which means that you're going to need to download an app from iOS or Android to play with. It does also work on an Amazon Fire tablet. I've tried it. The app is 113 megabytes, so you might need to clear some space, but Playlink titles seem to have chunky apps. Don't know what the deal with that is. Melbits World itself, though, is for a 2 to 4 player local only co-op experience. You can try and play this as a single player, but you will need to have 2 devices connected, and I've tried it myself. It's like an extreme version of the game, and your brain will explode. And what happens is that you need to guide your Melbits from one side of the level to another. It will pop out through a pipe and you need to suck it up for another pipe. In between these 2 pipes is a variety of different obstacles. Now that could be platforms that you need to push, pull, raise or lower. It could be springs that you need to then pull back and let go to spring them up. It could be platforms that you need to twist the mobile device around so that you twist the levels as it goes. It could be rollers actually that you need to kind of spin round as well. There's a variety of different things, and then there's actual characters that you need to kind of avoid as well, and it gets progressively more and more complicated as you go on. The beauty of this though is that whenever you're doing something with one device, it never just affects just one thing very often, and so you might push one block and you'll pull another, and if you're not careful you might save one Melbit but kill another at the same time, and you'll push it off the side and it'll drown in the water. It's not like horrific, it just kind of goes and like fades away, but there's like a perverse side to this game where you're so busy concentrating on one Melbit that you'll accidentally kill all the other ones, and then you're like, oh, more. And it's got that like Lemmings quality to it, where you're so entranced in trying to fix a problem that you might sacrifice a couple to kind of get another couple home. You have to get 2 Melbits home in every level to be able to then proceed to the next level as you go along. And sometimes you might need like a trial run at things to try and get things right, because you do need to be coordinated. And as you progress through the levels, more and more objects come out, and it becomes more difficult to control. If you're playing with 2 players, which is how I've generally been able to play this game because I've not had all my mates over at the same time recently, what it does is it gives you more than one thing to do. So you might be pressing a few springs, but it might also be that you need to twist some cogs around at the same time as well, and someone else might have blocks to push back and forth. And then that gets spread out slightly wider when you've got 3 or 4 players, so that you're looking after very specific parts of the stage. So the more of you that there are, the less you have to focus on, but then actually the more coordinated you have to be, because you need to make sure that your bit works perfectly, because if not, Melbits, when they touch each other, will then turn around and go the other way. So it's like they're just walking forward until they hit a wall, and then they go, and then they'll turn around and go the other way. So if you get it wrong, it will just keep walking forward and it will fall in the river. It will walk off the world. It will walk into a baddie and electrocute itself. There's also characters that are on the screen as well that if they touch the Melbits, they'll kill them. So it might be that actually 2 of you need to get together to raise and lower blocks so that you kill the baddie but still save the Melbit at the same time. And it's just superb. I really like how this game plays out. Each time I played it with my mates, it stayed on longer than I thought it would, and we're finding it challenging because we're too busy wetting ourselves laughing, because there's always one that presses the button when it's not supposed to be pressed, and then this poor Melbit just goes and then dies. And because it's the Melbit that you dress up and you put your own character into the game, it starts to feel a little bit like you're being picked on when someone keeps killing you. So yeah, proper enjoyed it. There's also other things that you need to do as well. So as well as getting like a full clear and getting all the Melbits home, there's also other things that are dotted around the levels for you to collect. There's presents which unlock extra accessories for you to then dress up your Melbits with. And there's also seeds that go around that collect like accumulate for you to then unlock stickers or other levels, and you can start unlocking things a little bit quicker as you go along. There is a tiny bit, and I mean really tiny bit of lag, I find, particularly when you're spinning stuff, and it might just be because we're trying it on sometimes on tablets, and that's not necessarily like gyroscoped properly all the time. So just be aware of that you need to give it time. But actually Melbits World is built in a way that enables you to have like that little bit of flexibility. And also just be aware as well is that obviously if the Melbits are always walking forward, so it takes a couple of goes to kind of understand that trait, because if you're moving like a raising and lowering platform, you might press the button to raise and lower the platform, but if you do it when they're 3/4 of the way across the platform and then you start to raise it, it'll hit the wall and then it will start to walk backwards and then come off the platform the other side when it's still going up. So once you kind of iron out those kind of initial logistics, game runs like a dream. And I have to say, it's probably one of the most fun Playlink titles that's out there. As with every single Playlink title though, I don't see why it's just on Playlink. This should be perfectly available on the Dualshock 4. You've got the touchpad for if you want to do any spinning around of anything. The gyroscope is in the Dualshock 4 to do the turning, and the analog sticks and the buttons do the pressing. I get why Playlink exists, and I love the fact because it's quite a novelty to have it as an actual thing to press and do on your mobile device. Every single Playlink game works on a Dualshock 4, or it should do as well. So yeah, just bear that in mind, that you're not going to be like outwardly going, wow, this is a completely new gaming experience. It's just bloody amazing though. So that's Melbits World. It's out now. Out of all the Playlink games that have come out, for me, if you've not already got Ticket to Ride on PC, it's Ticket to Ride and Melbits World are the top two out there at the moment, followed closely by the Power is Knowledge games. And maybe Quiz Time. And that's me so far. I've still got a couple more Playlink titles to review on this channel because I'm getting through them all before Christmas. And stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Enjoy. This channel is just one of my many projects that cover games, music and film. If you enjoy any of these and would consider supporting me to develop further in the future, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/Satorimon. Thank you for your time and for watching the video.